The lines y equals x minus 2 and x plus y equals 10 are drawn onto the grid. So here is y equals x minus 2 and here is the line x plus y equals 10. On the grid, mark with a cross each of the points with integer coordinates, so whole number coordinates, that are in the region defined by y has to be greater than x minus 2. Okay, so let's look at that first of all. So I know that on this line here, that's where the y coordinate is equal to x minus 2. I need y to be bigger than x minus 2. So I'm looking at the region above this line. Anywhere over here is where the y coordinate is bigger than x minus 2. Remember, on the line is where y equals it, and I need y to be above it, so above the line. So straight away I can eliminate all of this over here. It's not down here, because over here y is less than x minus 2. I need x plus y to be less than 10. So remember, on this line here is where x plus y equals 10. I need it to be less than 10, however, so I need the coordinates to be below this line. I need to be able to add the x and the y coordinates together and the answer to be less than 10, not equal to 10, not above 10, less than 10. So I can eliminate everything over here as well. I also need x to be greater than 3. That's not marked onto my grid yet, so I'm going to mark it on. This line here is where x equals 3. And I know that it's not going to be any of the numbers over here where x is less than 3. X needs to be bigger than 3. Also notice that x cannot equal 3. It cannot x plus y cannot equal 10, and y cannot equal x minus 2. So none of these lines are included. So the only numbers that are included are anything inside this triangle, and they have to be integers, so whole numbers. They can't be like in the middle there. You can't have 3.5. It's got to be on the grid. So the only answers are 4 and 3, 4 and 4, 4 and 5, and 5 and 4. These are the only integer coordinates that satisfy all of those points.